This is Chris Whalen, CPA, and welcome to the Street Level Business Podcast. My CPA firm specializes in business and income tax matters for businesses and families and offers a full array of services you would expect from a full-service CPA firm. If you already have a question for me, you will see my website and phone number on the screen, both great ways to reach me. There is also a text version of this podcast. There is a link above this video if you're watching on my blog page, or in the description if you're watching on a video sharing platform. Today's topic is, will Trump or Biden win? Your investment advisor should give you strategies for each possibility now. No matter which side of the political aisle you're on, you must know that Donald Trump and Joe Biden's vision of the future of America could not be more different. The America that we will see if Trump is reelected is much different than if Biden wins. I believe that everyone that has a financial advisor should have already received a detailed analysis and narrative that details how these eventualities could impact their investments. Is your current portfolio positioned for either eventuality? I don't think that's possible, to be honest with you. The two candidates' visions could not be more different, so investment strategies must be implemented before the election in November. We all suffered through a severe correction at the beginning of 2020, and many of us were left wondering how could that have happened. We asked ourselves, I have an investment advisor looking out for me. How could I have lost 30% of my portfolio's value in just a few days? That is an extremely important question then and even more now. So we have another potential shift coming in November that can be worse than COVID. Your investment advisor's planning should include the analysis of this potential shift. We have a little under 2 months now for you to make changes in your positions and your investments if necessary, but you need to be educated as to the possible outcomes after the election and what these might mean for your investments. Only your investment advisor can educate you on these. I would be asking very specific questions like, how do Biden's economic, fiscal, taxation, and business regulation philosophies and platforms differ from President Trump's? And how would these differences impact each of my current investments? Depending on who wins, am I currently over-leveraged in any sector? If so, which ones and how? What if there is a long delay in verifying the election and we don't have an official president for many months? How does that affect my investments? If one candidate is anti-lockdown and another is pro-lockdown, how should I position myself? Biden has mentioned repealing the Trump tax cuts and even increasing tax rates above the Obama-era levels. What impact might this have? Can you tell me how you would change my portfolio if you were sure Biden is going to win? And lastly, do you suggest my converting some or all of my investments to cash positions until the country is in a more stable place, possibly long after the election? This brings us to the end of this edition of the Street Level Business Podcast. Questions? Concerns? Call me on 732-673-0510. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this podcast informative. If you want to become a subscriber to my blog posts and memos, please send an email to chriswhalencpa@gmail.com and I will add you. Remember, the moment you have a business or tax question is the moment you should be calling me. Have a great day.